of the bracket. Can we please keep those laughs going? And if you hear somebody starting to clap, make sure you get on board and start clapping. So can we get the clap started this side and make it away over? Lose your minds. Welcome to the stage, Kai-Faye!
Hey everyone, how you going? Good? Sweet. Well, as per COVID restrictions, tonight all my jokes will be 1.5 metres apart. You can't keep laughing, we'll never get, end of it. I wear this beanie because I am Aboriginal. A lot of people don't believe me and they'll call me a pale-skinned Aboriginal. And that's when I've got to tell them, no, excuse me, the politically correct term is stonewashed. That's right, I've been put through the washing machine of assimilation for a few generations now. We all know what powder they were using. White King. I sometimes wonder though if God is just fucking with me because I'm Aboriginal, but I was born in Malaysia and I look like a wog. Do you know how hard it is to eat a kangaroo lasagna? With chopsticks? And for those of you who don't believe me, I actually have a proof of Aboriginality card. I bought it on the black market. Yeah? Pun of the show. It's funny too when you're like a pale-skinned Aboriginal like me, because then people want you to prove you're Aboriginal. You got to prove you're Aboriginal, and they always go like, "So did you go to the march? 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 Did you go to the march?" Fuck no, I didn't go to the march. And then they go, "Well, you're not a very good Aboriginal then." Look, I didn't not go to the march because I'm not a good Aboriginal. I don't go to the march because I'm just not a good person. In general, I'm lazy. March? Fuck that. It means I've got to put in my orthotics. Can't do that. You're hard pressed to get me to go to the corner store for walkabout, let it go on a fucking march. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I'm all for supporting the cause. But isn't this like a Netflix series I can binge, Fucking give it a good rating, Jump on Google review and be like, White Australia policy, 1 star. Yeah. I got dumped a little while ago, and I think I should have realised that she was going to break up with me because she made me one of those future vision boards, but she wasn't on it. Yeah. So I had to go on online dating. So I jumped on adultmatchmaker.com and I put in my profile, heterosexual male, looking for female, and after a week, I only had one offer, and it was from another guy, even though I specifically said heterosexual male. But it got me thinking, that's kind of the guy thing to do though, isn't it? Like only a guy applies for a job he's not qualified for. No? Like, hey, I know nothing about engines, but pop your bonnet, I'll check your dipstick. Anyway, we had a great date. His name was Matt. It was the only offer I had. When I say date, we're men. We don't really go on dates. I just went straight to his house and he fucked me. I wish looking for love online though was like it was on television, except for Bachelor in Paradise. Bachelor in Paradise is a shit show. I mean, anyone can fall in love in paradise where everything's free and easy. Life's not like that. Life's hard. Why don't we have Bachelor in Junee? Or Bachelor, she's your fucking mum, you take her to the airport. Fuck's sake. I think looking for love online is like buying a puzzle from a second-hand thrift shop. You like the look of the picture on the box, but you're sure some pieces will be missing. But as long as the border's there, you're sure you learn to love it. Yeah. The only problem is that when you get that box home, you open inside and you see pieces from a different puzzle in there, and you're like, shit, they haven't gotten over their ex. Or you end up finding a smaller puzzle in there and you end up paying puzzle support on a puzzle you didn't even put together. Yeah? Being a parent's hard. I got a 16-year-old daughter, but when she was 15, she was really painful. My daughter was so painful at 15 that I just rung up my mum and apologised just for being 15. That's how bad she was. And one thing I struggled though when she was growing up, one thing I always struggled with was when she was little was bedtime stories. Right? Because, you're tired, they're tired, but they've always got that last bullet in the gun, don't they, kids? Bedtime story. And I'm like, I don't have the patience for that. But I figured out that if I kept the story short, but put in a moral lesson, I was still being a good dad. So in my version, right, Hansel and Gretel find the gingerbread house, eat it all, and die of diabetes. Yeah? Rapunzel has to cut off her hair because of constant head lice. Little Red Riding Hood had no problem with the big bad wolf because she saw her grandma in Uber Eats. Yeah? Yeah. She came home from school. She came home from school the other day, and she came home from school and she brought a girl. And she was like, "Hey, Dad, this is Ash. She's my girlfriend. I'm bisexual." And I was like, "Oh, really?" And she's like, "Yeah, that's right." And I think she was trying to do it to see what kind of reaction she'd get out of me. And look, I'm not proud of it, but she got one, you know. And look, I know you're not supposed to say anything in today's world, but I couldn't help myself. I was just like, Kiara and Ash sitting in a tree, Kissing. Gay, straight, it doesn't matter. I'm your dad. I'm going to embarrass your ass, right? That's what I'm fucking here for. Fuck her. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But she just looked at me though, and she went, "Hey, Dad, if that was funny, I'd be laughing." "Not laughing, Dad. Not laughing." And I was like kind of offended. I won't lie, because like I'm a cool dad. Like I'm the cool dad. Like I'm so cool that I used to let her ride in the front seat of the car, even when she was too little to. Yeah. Look, I know you're not supposed to do that because, you know, the airbag might go off and something bad might happen. But I always figured if that ever happened, I wouldn't be losing a life, just getting mine back. Yeah? If you had my daughter, you'd understand. You'd understand. Seriously. She came home from school the other day as well. She likes to come home from school. But Dad said, I went, "How was school today?" She goes, "Yeah, school was good, but geez, my friend Catherine's a cunt." Whoa. Child, no. Child, no. You can't. No, I'm your father. You can't say things like that in front of me. She turns to me and she says, "Hey, Dad, that's an Australian word. I'm Australian. It's the Australian thing to do." And I thought, she's got a point. Little cunt. I mean, Kai Faye, thank you very much, everyone. Enjoy your night.
Can we give it up for Kai Faye? All right.